Get 3 months of local news for just 99 cents a month. You'll get unlimited access to the news you need to stay engaged and connected to your community. Visit duluthnewstribune.com/subscribe now to get 3 months of local news for only 99 cents a month.
Hello, Northlanders. It's Monday, January 30th. I'm Dan Williamson with your Duluth News Tribune Minutes, presented by Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union.
The average MPECU member saves over $785 a year in better rates and lower fees. And with MPECU, every ATM is your ATM. With their free checking program, you get ATM fee reimbursements at any ATM anywhere in the U.S. Check out Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union's services online at mpecu.com or visit their offices in downtown Duluth, Arrowhead Road, or Miller Trunk Highway.
Now here's a look at today's headlines. A judge has narrowed the scope of a lawsuit that claims a Colorado couple pressured a Hibbing vulnerable adult to sign over a $250,000 inheritance with cooperation from a negligent local bank. Judge Jill Eichenwald in late December threw out all but one claim against American Bank of the North in the civil case brought by the estate of Cheryl Shega in 2020. Eichenwald also dismissed a portion of the case against the couple, Laura and Stephen Craig, who reportedly spent the entire sum within 2 years of receiving the payout over the objections of Shega's siblings. The ruling comes amid a nearly 3-year legal battle in State District Court in Duluth and limits the avenues that could be contested at an upcoming trial. The judge concluded that there was not sufficient evidence to show that the bank knew Cheryl was a vulnerable adult when employees allowed her to transfer beneficiaries on several certificates of deposit to Laura, her purported long-lost cousin. Eichenwald also said she did not see evidence that the bank had noticed that the certificates were to be protected under a family trust established by Cheryl's parents before they died. She left in place only a negligence claim against the financial institution, which now operates as Park State Bank. Amy Mason, an attorney representing the estate through Cheryl's brother Greg Shega, said she believes the court misapplied the law and she intends to appeal. The lawsuit, first reported by the News Tribune in February of 2021, states that Cheryl was, quote, very low functioning, end quote, never officially diagnosed with mental illness, but spending nearly her entire 67 years living at her parents' rural Hibbing home without working or maintaining significant relationships outside the immediate family. Her siblings said they had no idea that their parents had amassed a small fortune through their father's 42 years of work in the Iron Range mines. They said they were shocked to discover Cheryl had been secretly communicating with Laura, who had not been seen by the family since leaving to join a religious sect in 1980, and had signed over the certificates that they believed to be protected by the trust. Attorneys for the bank and the Craigs asked the court to dismiss nearly all claims, claiming Cheryl did not meet the legal definition of a, quote, vulnerable adult, end quote, and asserting the change in beneficiaries and distribution of funds to Laura were proper and legal. For more details on the case, see the full story at duluthnewstribune.com. Despite frigid sub-zero temperatures, John Bear Grease Sled Dog Marathon fans gathered to see off the 17 mushers in the 300-mile North Shore race, the 23 mushers in the 120-mile race, and the 13 mushers in the 40-miler that finished Sunday near Two Harbors. Fans were able to meet their favorite mushers and their dogs as they prepared to set out. Racers were set up in and around East End Auto Services to prepare their sleds, meet with race officials, and feed and harness their dogs before they lined up along the course at Tisher Road. Bear Grease Vice President Brittany North said the cold temperatures make for good race conditions.
The trails are going to be just terrific. This race, it's nice and chilly. It's chilly for us, but the dogs love it. Between the cold temps and the firm trail because of those cold temps, I have a feeling these dogs are going to run pretty fast and we're going to have a really good race.
The marathon started with the symbolic send-off of the first musher, John Bear Grease, the Anishinaabe mail carrier who delivered up and down the North Shore by dog sled in the late 1800s. He was known for sharing news and weather with people along the remote North Shore communities in a time when communication was difficult. Racers were released in 2-minute intervals starting at 10 a.m. with Silver Bay racer Colleen Wallen. Ashley Thamert of Cook won the 2023 John Bear Grease 40-mile race Sunday afternoon. Racers in the Bear Grease 40 were the last to leave Sunday morning, but the first to finish races, going from Billy's in Duluth to the Highway 2 gravel pit in Two Harbors. Thamert took first for the second year in a row, with a time of 6 hours and 1 minute.
The trail was really nice. It was very solid. It was fast. So that can make things easier on the dogs, but it's also harder to keep them at a steady pace and keep them from injuring themselves.
Follow our coverage of the Bear Grease Marathon and 120-mile race online at duluthnewstribune.com/beargrease. A woman and her 2 daughters escaped a house fire Sunday along with 3 dogs, but another dog died in the fire and several cats were missing. The Duluth Fire Department responded at about 6:45 a.m. to a fire on the 3200 block of Restormal Street, the fire department reported in a news release. Crews were told that 2 people and several pets were still in the burning house. Firefighters found heavy smoke coming from the 2-story home and heavy fire in the stairway leading to the upstairs bedrooms and on the second floor. They confirmed that all 3 people and 3 dogs had managed to escape. Additional crews helped search the house. In all, 22 firefighters from 3 stations responded and were on the scene for about 3 hours. The initial damage estimate is $150,000. The woman and her daughters, who are displaced, are being assisted by neighbors and the Red Cross. The cause of the fire is under investigation by the Duluth Fire Marshal's office. Authorities ask that neighbors be on the lookout for 2 missing cats. Here's a look at your forecast brought to you by the Woman Today's 6th Annual Rosie Awards.
Good Monday, Duluth. Mostly sunny today with a high temperature of -1. It's going to feel colder than that when you add in a westerly breeze at 10 to 20 miles an hour. So wind chills in the teens and 20s below 0 during the afternoon. Overnight tonight, temperatures fall close to 10 below as we head into your Tuesday. A warm front will increase the clouds. We'll call it partly cloudy with a high temperature up to 8 degrees above 0. Wednesday, partly cloudy with a high temperature in the teens. Weak cold front comes through, though, Wednesday night, and it'll knock us down into the single digits as we head into your Thursday and Friday. Expect more clouds, but 20s for the weekend. I'm storm tracker meteorologist Jesse Ritka.
Thank you to the Rosie Awards for their support. Northland women are a driving force in our community. They are advocates, mentors, volunteers, and leaders. Nominate a special woman you think deserves to be recognized at thewomantoday.com or by email at dearrosie@thewomantoday.com. Nominations are now open and continue through Tuesday. Reporting for today's episode was done by Tom Olson and Terry Caddo. Thank you for listening to the Duluth News Tribune Minutes. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.